rival, Wood Indians. From Bathfield at Newman Catholic High School, I'm Chad Holmes. Well, it's better late than never. 5 weeks later than we expected, with the first schedules were released a year ago. But after the 5 weeks of delay, it is one of the high school football season. We got ourselves a very good matchup in the CWC 8 Eastern Division between the Cardinals and Greenwood. Greenwood is a brand new team, 8-man football, but as you mentioned, Newman familiar with Greenwood, former rivals in Cloverwood Conference. In fact, just last season in the Cloverwood, Greenwood made the playoffs. They were 6-3 overall in the regular season. Lost to Edgar in the playoffs, but a very nice 6-4 season for a team that struggled with numbers, and that's the big reason, numbers-wise, that they decided to move to 8-man football, and they should be a very dangerous opponent in the CWC East for the Newman Cardinals. Newman Catholic has been outstanding in their 3 previous seasons in 8-man football, losing just 2 games, winning 33 times in last season, going 11-1, and advancing all the way to the state championship game before falling to luck. For the Newman Cardinals, they do lose a few very talented seniors from last year, led by Ben Bates. Bates, 3-year starter at quarterback, incredible numbers over his high school career, and the biggest numbers that he provided were the wins and losses. This season is still in Ackerman, and Ackerman had an opportunity to play some quarterback when Bates was injured a year ago. He's been improving every opportunity he's had at quarterback, and now it's his team here in his senior season. Thomas Bates, returning running back for the Cards last season as a freshman, ran for 1,757 yards and 25 touchdowns. Obviously, if you can match that, it would be another outstanding season, but he looks bigger, he looks faster, and he looks more dangerous heading into 2020. Charlie McCarty, who had 20 catches in the last game the Cardinals played, the state championship game against Luck. Last season, he had 92 catches for 1,325 yards and 11 touchdowns. What can Charlie do as a senior? We're going to find out as well. Meantime, for Greenwood, they have some talent returning as well, led by their quarterback. Cooper Bredlow, last season, he threw for 569 yards and 9 touchdowns. He also ran for 786 yards and 15 touchdowns. So again, a very talented quarterback that the Cardinal defense will have to deal with here this afternoon. Coming up, we'll get you set for the kickoff, but next we will hear from the head coach of the Newman Catholic Cardinals. I'll be talking to Paul next. It's Newman taking on Greenwood high school football on Sports Fan 89, online at WXCOFM.com and your mobile devices.
Cellcom offers the same great deals to new and existing customers alike. So when we have a sale, everyone can take advantage of the savings, not just a select group. Whether you're a new customer, or you've been a customer since the dawn of cell phones, or if you're an accountant in Appleton, a chef in Shawano.
He also ran for 780.
Professional football, charged with bringing a storied franchise back to the mountaintop. Right, Coach LaFleur?
Right, Sarah.
Unlike most of those big-time wireless carriers, with Cellcom, everyone gets the same great offers on everything from the best new phones to unlimited data packages. Cellcom, clarity in a cloudy world. Everyone can get a guaranteed $200 when you trade in your current smartphone with a new smartphone purchase online or in-store. New agreement and data subscription required. Trade-in must be latest smartphone and in good working condition. Restrictions apply. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
What matters to a trained comfort specialist? Cool summers, cozy winters, and an energy bill that's light as a feather, no matter the season. Because your comfort is a matter of opinion, and with a trained comfort specialist on your side, it's also a matter of fact.
Anytime, night or day, call PGA. PGA Incorporated is your leading Central Wisconsin trained comfort specialist. See us at pgainc.net.
It's hard to stop a trained comfort specialist.
M&J Marine. The best boats in the business, the best selection, the best people. For 100 years, M&J Marine has set the standard for sales and service, and let them prove it with a new Lund boat powered by the quality and performance of a Mercury outboard. Take a trip through their massive showroom where there's a boat show every day. The best brands and Mercury go boldly only at M&J Marine. I-39 to exit 181 Mosin E. You'll notice the difference. M&J Marine.
For more than 60 years, Sun Printing has been Central Wisconsin's commercial printer of choice due to their commitment to quality, creative solutions, and dedicated service. Sun Printing's team offers you a wide spectrum of services. Whether you need offset, digital, large format, graphic design, or mailing, they print everything under the sun. No project is too big or too small. So give Sun Printing a call at 845-4911 or visit them online at sunprinting.com.
Newman Catholic High School football continues on SportsFan 98.9, WXCOFM.com, and your mobile devices. Season opener Saturday afternoon from Newman Catholic High School as the Cardinals open up their 2020 campaign against Greenwood. I'm Chad Holmes, joined by head coach Paul Micklick. And coach, first game of the season, a little late, but boy, there's always a great feeling when you get that first game of the season, whether it's in August or September.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was thinking about talking to you, and I'd be doing something wrong morally if I didn't mention that. We're getting the opportunity to play a game, and which is with everything that's going on. Is a little humbling and a little. We got to make sure we keep on doing what's smart and give these kids the opportunity to play a game that they love and to do what they love. But we have to be, as a group, we have to make sure we keep on doing what's right and doing things smart and doing things for each other. And we got to get better because we get to play a game today and against a very good opponent, and we gotta mask up, do what you're supposed to do, plain and simple. We gotta do a better job as a society, and it starts with me and doing what we're supposed to do to honor those people that have passed away from this and are struggling with this, and that we gotta do what we gotta do morally better than we are right now.
Absolutely. And since you started practicing, that's been another layer to what you guys do. Because obviously every year you start about 2.5 weeks before your first game. And that's been the same here this year when you started practice just under 3 weeks ago. You got to do that in addition to everything else that you do. How have you felt like you guys have been able to handle it since practice began?
They've done a good job. I'm proud of them. When we're here, we're doing what's right, but we're not with them 24/7. So they got to make sure that they're doing it for each other and doing it for everybody involved. And but I thought they've done great here. They're following our protocols, and the coaches were doing stuff differently than we ever have been before. And they need it. We need the game of football more than football needs us. And that's what we got to remember. And that goes for anything. It doesn't matter if it's a different sport or school. Nothing is given. This is an opportunity, and it's good for them. It's good for their mental health. It's good for their development as young men growing up to have this opportunity. And that's what we've been preaching for 3.5 weeks. And every time that I'm out there for practice or a scrimmage or whatever the case might be, it's a blessing. And that's maybe I've taken that for granted over the years. I'm sure not taking it granted now, and every time that we get to go out there and we just get to concentrate on football, it's an honor and it's an opportunity, something that I appreciate.
It's been a while since last saw your team in the state championship game back in November. A lot's changed since then, obviously. A lot of these guys are back. You've lost some incredibly talented players. First time in 4 years you won't have Ben Bates as your quarterback, but you got some kids that are getting that opportunity here that have shown big things, and they get an opportunity to take that next step. What's your take on what you've seen so far, both in the scrimmage and in practice, with this group of Newman Catholic Cardinals?
Yeah, they're really talented, and I hope for some of these guys to get the opportunity to show it, and that's what this is all about. Nick Brenner, I think, has done everything well. To make himself into a very good football player and to get that opportunity. We call him Freeman, and he likes to catch that ball with his body, and we're having fun. And Ben Knoll, center, that he played some for us last year here and there, and we want him to have the opportunity to play both ways. And he's worked hard and has lifted and done everything to put himself in position. He did the process, and that's what the game of football and game of life is about the process. And he's done it, and he's done an awesome job. Some of these names that we have heard of from last year, I want them to have the opportunity to be heard of this year, and that doesn't matter. You got Dylan; he's doing a great job, both offense and defense. He can throw the ball, and Chuck is. McCarty is one of the better receivers you're going to ever see in this area. For us, he's 6'3", catches everything and stuff like that. And all those guys had moments, and we want to make sure everybody's got a chance to have another moment. And I don't want to forget anybody. The senior is Gavin Wolf. linebacker, has had a great off season, and he's had a great career here for us. And he's all area. He does it for the last couple of years, and Brennan Shaughnessy, he's going from running back and going to line and doing a great job and playing both ways all the time too. Seniors, it's all about the seniors. Nick Toombs coming back and playing both sides of the offense, defensive line, having that opportunity. I don't want those seniors to miss out on opportunities, and that's what this is all about. And the more I can say their names, the more that's what it's all about.
You mentioned at the top the really good first week opponent, and it's a symbol of where 8-man football has been coming. This is your fourth season as an 8-man program. It's been an exceptionally positive experience for this program. You now see an old Cloverwood Conference rival, had some fun games in the past with Greenwood, but it's another step forward for 8-man football to have a program like Greenwood that made the playoffs in 11-man last season, joining up in your conference this season.
Yeah, they're same coach that we coached. Our last 11-man win was against Greenwood. So obviously it's a great honor, and they've won a state championship in the 2010 decade, and they have a great tradition over there, and so it doesn't mean that you have to be a poor team to be 8-man or whatever the case might be. It just has to be with the numbers and your school size and things like that. So that's what this comes down to. It's not a bad thing; it's a good thing, and that's what they're using, and they're really good. They got a great senior class that they wanted to make sure. They're in the playoffs, and before Edgar got to the state championship, they gave them the toughest game in the playoffs was Greenwood, and they got quite a few of those guys back. So these are the games, win, lose, draw, whatever the case might be, and to have the opportunity to play against a team like this and be the first game, and they're gonna have moments, and that's what this is all about. And we respect them and what they do, and they're going to come at us, and it'll be just like the olden days. And for 2.5 hours or whatever it is that afternoon, it'll be going back in time, so it'll be fun.
And finally, what do you think your team has to do to be successful against Greenwood?
Execution. Football comes down to execution and not turning the ball over. We do those two things. There's quite frankly, we're as good as anybody when we do those two things. And if we do those, we'll have a fun afternoon.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Chad.
Head coach of the Newman Catholic Cardinals, Paul Mickleg, will come back. It's just set for the opening kickoff. Newman taking on Greenwood on Sports Fan 98.9.
What's your idea of fall fun? Maybe it's hitting the trails on a new ATV. Then it's time to call CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. Or if you're thinking of a UTV for hauling wood or hunting, or maybe just because it would make the tasks around your property so much easier, it's time to call CCU. ATVs, UTVs, utility tractors, and their attachments for care of your property. Whether you need it for fun or to get the job done, Clover Belt Credit Union is here to help with the great rate financing you want. What are you waiting for? Life's too short and winter's too long. Thinking about a motorhome or maybe a snowplow for your ATV or utility tractor? Call CCU for great rate financing. And if you're thinking motorcycle, Clover Belt Credit Union has the financing you need for the bike you want. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Check it out. For vehicle loans, for mortgages, for financing fall fun, call Clover Belt Credit Union. That's CCU. Local lenders lending local money, keeping our community strong.
Think you can't afford life insurance? Think again. You might be surprised at how affordable it can be. 80% of Americans overestimate the cost of life insurance. Maybe it's time to swap a few small expenses for some big peace of mind. Life insurance can protect what matters most, and it's the right thing to do. Let's talk today. For details, contact Jim Nick Agent. Call 715-359-5055 or stop by 5406 Rip Mountain Drive in Wausau today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
American Family Insurance.
Our online broadcast stream of today's game is brought to you exclusively by PGA Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Excavating, your leading trained comfort specialist serving Wisconsin since 1994.
Since 1980, Wausau Mine Company has been serving the Wausau area with great food and drink in a truly unique dining atmosphere. It's 30-plus years of using only the finest ingredients, and we pride ourselves on still cooking the old-fashioned way, from scratch. Wausau Mine's menu is sure to please, and we stand by our promise of good food and drink at a fair price, and we're proud to be a long-standing part of our community. Experience it yourself. Visit the Wausau Mine Company on Stewart Avenue in Wausau today, enjoying the good times for over 30 years.
W255 Wausau and WXCO Wausau. Jim Kreshock Jewelers in Rib Mountain, where nobody says I do like we do.
And Pat Holmes back again from Valley Field at Newman Catholic High School, as we are nearly set for football between the Newman Cardinals and Greenwood. Right now, we are going to listen in to the playing of our national anthem.
And finally, we pray for your grace and to keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
That was our national anthem here from Newman Catholic High School. Also the Clover Belt Credit Union and Edward Jones Investments, Scott Wyszynski. And again, if you are interested in becoming a supporter of our broadcast of Newman Catholic High School sports, please give us a call during normal business hours, 715-845-8218. The only way we can keep the games on the air is with the support of our advertisers. And we understand some businesses struggling during this time. However, We still need the support of the advertisers in order to continue bringing Newman Catholic High School sports to you here on Sports Fan 98.9. Cardinals will get the football first. Greenwood won the coin flip. They decided to defer to the second half, so we will see the Cardinal offense to get things underway. Back deep to return the kick for Newman will be Jacob Hiffner on the right-hand side. Thomas Bates on the left, setting up at their own 15-yard line. Kicking it away for Greenwood will be Xander Hinker. Cardinals today wearing the Columbia blue jerseys, the red pants, red numerals, white helmets with NC on the helmets in blue. Greenwood wearing their road white uniform with the black pants, red numerals with black trim, red helmet with an head logo on the helmet. There's the whistle. Here's the approach and the kickoff. It's a short kick. He'll be taken at the 15-yard line by Nick Brenner. Excuse me, the 25 by Brenner, up to the 30, and he'll be tackled at the 33. A short kick, one of the up men. Nick Brenner was able to make the grab with his back to the kicker. Nice grab by Brenner, turned it upfield, and fairly good field position for Newman Catholic to get things underway. Quarterback for Newman will be Dylan Ackerman. Thomas Bates, of course, the leading rusher, back for Newman Catholic after his outstanding freshman season lineman. Ben Knoll is the center. Brendan Shaughnessy at left guard. Gavin Wolf at right guard. Receiver to the left, Jacob Hiffner. On the right-hand side, Charlie McCarty. And in the slot left-hand side is Nick Brenner. Now, Brenner will shift to the right-hand side, as does Thomas Bates. Alone in the backfield, Dylan Ackerman. It'll be a quarterback run, right-hand side. Ackerman 35 to the 40, dragging the tackler forward to the 42-yard line. Straight quarterback run to the right-hand side. That's something the Cardinals were not able to do as much last season with their quarterback, Ben Bates, because of the injury. It opens up the offense for Paul Micklich just a little bit more with the athletic ability of Dylan Ackerman. Second down, about a yard to go here for Newman Catholic. Football on the right-hand hash. Charlie McCarty to the right-hand side. On the left-hand side is Jacob Hiffner. Wing back on the left, Nick Brenner. Brenner will now shift again towards the right-hand side, as does Thomas Bates. Again, alone in the backfield is Ackerman. A jet sweep left-hand side to Thomas Bates. Turns the corner 45 to the 50. Near sideline 45 to the 40. He'll be pushed out about the 4-yard line. 24 yards on that run for Thomas Bates. And the Cardinals have their initial first down of the game and of the season. It was very interesting to see Greenwood win the coin toss and defer, because with the way that Newman Catholic has been able to put points on the scoreboard in recent years, to give the Cardinal offense that first, I found it interesting, just to say. Of course, if you get the stop, then of course you get the football at the start of the second half, but you got to get that stop first. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at the Greenwood 34-yard line. Again, an empty backfield for Dylan Ackerman. McCarty to the right, Hiffner to the left. Fake handoff, looking right. Little swing pass over the head of Nick Brenner. Brenner was open near the 30-yard line on the right-hand side, but that pass goes overhead incomplete. 3 plays with an empty backfield for the Cardinals. Coming over to the near line, getting the play from Coach Micklich is Dylan Ackerman. Ackerman started games 4 through 8 last season during the course of the regular season when Ben Bates was injured for the Cardinals. Backfield, again, a shift. Both Brenner and Bates to the right-hand side. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper, right-hand side, finds a little bit of a seam. Inside the 30, flag is thrown, and being pushed back is Dylan Ackerman, but that flag thrown right into the middle of the offensive front. It would be a pickup of about 6, maybe 7 yards if the play stands. So the Cardinals will now face a second down and long situation as the penalties mark back to the 41-yard line. Second down, 17 yards to go. Cardinals need to get to the 24-yard line in Greenwood territory in order to move the sticks. This time the Cards will come out, line up 3 receivers on the left-hand side. Far to the left, Hiffner. Inside of him is Brenner. And now going in motion to the right is Charlie McCarty. Lined up to the right of his quarterback is Thomas Bates. There's the snap. Oh, a fumble on the snap. Oh, flag flies. Some early movement on the Cardinals. As upset is Greenwood because they jumped on that loose football after they missed handoff. But there was some early movement, and that will push the Cardinals back another 5 yards. Normally, you're not happy for a false start, but in that case, the Cardinals will be because of the fumble that was jumped on quickly by Greenwood. So another 5 yards march. Second down, and now 22 yards to go for the Cards. 9 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. The clock is moving just underway. First offensive series of the game, scoreless between Newman and Greenwood. So again, the Cards come out with 3 receivers on the left-hand side. Charlie McCarty goes in motion to the right. Ackerman waiting for McCarty to set on the right-hand side. There's the snap. Fake handoff. Quarterback keeper. Up the middle, 40. Up to the 37 and falling forward close to the 35-yard line is Dylan Ackerman. Fake handoff the Bates, right up the middle for Dylan Ackerman. Pretty good pickup on that play. Third down and 12 yards to go for Newman. There's the snap. 4 wide receiver set. Fire right-hand side complete. Charlie McCarty to the 30. He'll be tackled at the 28-yard line. Getting Charlie down was Weston Schmitz, and that will leave the Cardinals short of the first down, but we have an injury on the field, an injured Greenwood player. Ball is marked at the 28, so that means the Cardinals will be 4 yards short of the first down after that 8-yard connection between Dylan Ackerman and Charlie McCarty. That for a moment looked like it would be good for the first down, but that was a solid one-on-one tackle by Weston Schmitz in order to bring down big Charlie McCarty short of the first down sticks. There is a timeout on the field. And back here at Valiant Field at Newman Catholic High School as the Newman Cardinals with the football. We 4th down and about, he is okay. Hate to see anyone go down at any time, especially so early in the first game of the season. Boy, oh boy, these kids have been waiting. They've been waiting, first of all, for the word that there would be a fall season, and then, of course, having the delayed fall season for 5 weeks. But now you don't want to see anybody get hurt, and now the Greenwood player is sitting up, still talking things over with one of his coaches and the trainers. Thanks to our sponsors of Newman Catholic High School football, including Jim Kreshock Jewelers, also American Family Insurance, Jim Nick Agency, M&J Marine, and Mensner Hardwoods, all terrific supporters of our broadcast of the Newman Catholic Cardinals here on Sports Fan 98.9, also 12:30 a.m. online at WXCOFM.com and mobile devices. There were a couple of games in the CWC East last night. It was Tigerton Marion losing to Port Edward 62-14. Also yesterday in the CWC East, Boulder Gresham defeated Tri-County by a score of 52-8. So that means Port Edwards and Boulder Gresham in the early going 1-0 in conference, while Tigerton Marion and Tri-County are 0-1. Newman Catholic will be playing at Tigerton Marion next week, Friday night. That's a game you can hear live on our website at WXCOFM.com and the Sports 2 stream. Pre-game coverage at 6:40 and the opening kickoff at 7 p.m. That game will also be aired on tape delay on Saturday morning next week starting at 10 a.m. So again, Friday night, as the injured player for Greenwood, number 66, Dakota Clark, he is going to walk gingerly off to the far sideline. But again, next week, you can hear the Cardinals live from Marion Tigerton, 6:40 on WXCOFM.com and the Sports 2 stream, and then 10 a.m. on Saturday morning on Sports Fan 98.9. Now, 4th down for the Cardinals. Motion to the right by Nick Brenner. Dylan Ackerman calls out the signals. Oh, he bobbles it, now picks it up, goes up the middle. Big opening, 25 to the 20. He will have the first down at the 18-yard line. It wasn't pretty, but once Dylan Ackerman was able to secure the football, he went right up the middle, found a big opening, good blocking up front, and the Cardinals will move the sticks. 9-yard pickup on the play, first down from the 19-yard line. Empty backfield for the Cards. Ackerman looking to throw, fires left hand. He's got his man Piffner. Piffner 10 to the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown. Jacob Piffner took the pass near the 10, cut it to the middle of the field, goes into the end zone untouched from 19 yards away, and the Cardinals take a 6-0 lead. So Jacob Piffner on the left-hand side gets the initial score of the season for Newman Catholic. Boy, a good first move by Piffner. He took it on the left-hand side, and then a quick cut towards the middle, straight into the end zone. Charlie McCarty will come out and attempt the PAT for the Cards. Left-footed kicker. Snap is down, the hold is good, and the kick is up and good. So with 8:10 to go in the first period, 19-yard touchdown reception by Jacob Piffner has given the Cardinals a 7-0 lead over the Greenwood Indians. While we wait for the kickoff, we're going to keep it right here. We'll have a chance to see Greenwood with the football for the first time this afternoon. And again, it's going to be interesting for Greenwood. This is their first ever 8-man football game. Last week, they scrimmaged, and actually their scrimmage was against both Owen Withy and also Loyal, and it was a hybrid scrimmage. It was actually some 11-man and then some 8-man. So I'm not sure how ready they will be for a team like Newman that's already got more than 3 years under their belts in terms of 8-man football. But now we'll see Charlie McCarty kick it away. Again, the Cardinals will kick it from right to left as you look at your radio. Back deep for the Greenwood squad on the left-hand side is Sully Whitford. And Cooper Bredlau is on the right. They're setting up on at about the 10-yard line. Here's McCarty's approach and the kickoff. It's a squib kick. Bounces off and up, man. Still loose. And it was still loose and finally covered up after a little bobble by Jonah Hinker. He was able to finally secure it just in good time as the Cardinals were all over him. But it will be good field position here for Greenwood at their own 44-yard line. So again, Cooper Bredlau, the quarterback, he put up lots of yardage, both rushing and passing last season, actually more on the ground for Greenwood. Bredlau ran for 786 yards and 16 touchdowns a year ago, threw for 569 yards and 9 scores as well. Under center, I formation. Some early movement, and that'll cost Greenwood 5 yards. That's an interesting formation because it basically looks like an 11-man formation, except they have no wide receivers. They have a center, a couple of guards, and actually a couple of tackles, which in 8-man football, of course, are eligible receivers. But straight I formation, 5 linemen up front, quarterback under center. First down and 15 now for Greenwood. There's a handoff to the deep man, right-hand side. With it is Sully Whitford. He'll be brought down quickly, as over on the left-hand side for the Cardinals was Dylan Ackerman. Brings them down for short game. Learn the rules, the intricacies of 8-man football, but now they'll come out with 3 receivers, 2 on the left-hand side, 1 on the right, single set back behind the QB. Bit of a pistol look. There's a fake handoff. Bredlau up the middle, finds a seam, 45 to the 47 and brought down at the 47-yard line before he is tackled by Gavin Wolf. Quick fake handoff on the dive to the fullback, and then just going up the middle off of right guard was Cooper Bredlau to pick up 7 yards on the play and leave a 3rd down and 7 yards to go for Greenwood. Ball on the right-hand hash. 4 receivers set, empty backfield this time for Greenwood. Bredlau takes the snap, looking to throw. Steps up. He's on fire deep down the right-hand side. One-on-one coverage. It's over the top of the intended receiver, Weston Schmitz. One-on-one coverage with Dylan Ackerman on the coverage. That's actually a pretty good shot down the right-hand side by Bredlau. He's able to step up in the pocket and fire it to a one-on-one. But it was good coverage, and the pass was a little bit long. So that 4th down punt situation as Cooper Bredlau will step back to his 36-yard line to punt it away. Cardinals do not have anyone back deep to return it. They're playing it as if they expect a fake. There's the snap, and he will punt it away. It's a liner, and that's going to get some roll. 20 to the 10. Will it have enough to go to the end zone? To the 2, to the 1, and it dives about 6 inches from the goal line. Oh, I don't think you could punt it 100 times, and you're going to get that to happen again. It bounced from the 20, had some good roll. You could see the way the kick was end over end. It was going to have a lot of roll, but then it just died inside the 1-yard line. So that's where the Cardinals will be. Well, One of the Cardinals' most famous drives in history was 98 yards against Greenwood back in 2014 to secure a playoff spot. Now they're going to try to go 99 yards here on the second possession of the game. Under center is Ackerman. He's going to push it forward, try a quarterback sneak, but there's going to be some early movement on the Cardinals, and that'll cost them about 3 inches. You talk about a penalty that does absolutely nothing. That does absolutely nothing because that ball is literally inches from the goal line. The thing that you have to keep an eye on, though, if you're an offensive lineman for the Cardinals, if you hold in the end zone, it is a safety. So you can't just decide, hey, I'm going to take the penalty because it won't cost us yardage. A hold in the end zone would be a safety. So still first down and 10 inside the 1 yard line for the Cardinals. Thomas Bates dotting the I. Under center is Dylan Ackerman. Ackerman drops the snap, and it will be covered up by the Cards, but in the end zone for a safety. Fumbled snap by Ackerman. He fell on it, but he was in the end zone, and that will be a safety and make it 7-2. The Cardinals very rarely under center, and that was a case where under center not able to handle the snap was Dylan Ackerman, and that gets Greenwood on the scoreboard, and now they'll get the football back as well. 6:45 to go in the first quarter, 7-2 Newman with the lead. So the Cardinals will have a free kick from their own 20-yard line, and Greenwood should get pretty good field position. It is a first game of the season, obviously. So you're going to see some of those mistakes, but boy, the Cardinals are actually fortunate because it could have been 7 points instead of 2. You take the 2, you still have the lead. But for a moment there, you saw players jumping for that football, and in the end, it was the quarterback, Dylan Ackerman, able to cover it up and secure the football and then be down in the end zone for the safety. Charlie McCarty will punt it away from the 20-yard line on this free kick. Again, back deep for Greenwood is Cooper Bredlow. On the right-hand side, Xander Hinker on the left. 7-2 Cards with the lead. Cardinal defense forced a out on the first series for Greenwood. So Greenwood breaks the huddle back at the line of scrimmage. Lined up on the right-hand side will be Weston Schmitz, lone receiver. Pistol formation, Cooper Bredlow with a fullback to his left, tailback behind him, Xander Hinker. Bredlow takes the snap. It's a quarterback draw. He'll be met in the hole by Wolf and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Gavin Wolf filling that hole nicely. It'll be second down and 10. That was a draw play. It was a hesitation after taking the snap by Bredlow. Then he went up the middle, but not faked out for a moment was Wolf. Second down and 10 from the Cardinal 47. Football on the left-hand hash. Overcast day, but a very nice day for football here at Newman Catholic. Bredlow in the pistol. Takes the snap. Fake handoff inside. Now he sweeps to the right-hand side. Turning the corner, Sully Whitford, 45-40 to the 35. Has the first all the way to the Cardinal 32. A 15-yard pickup by Sully Whitford. The fake handoff to the running back Hinker, and then coming from the left-hand side, taking the sweep to the right was Whitford and gets a big Wolf. Gavin Wolf with the stop after a gain of 4. Make it 5, so we'll make it third down and 9 yards to go. Playing in the middle of the linebacker core for the Cardinals is Wolf. Up front, right end is Charlie McCarty. Nose tackle is Knoll, and on the left-hand side for the Cardinals is Thomas Bates. There's the snap. Play action, looking to throw. Here comes the rush. Player left-hand side, man is open, complete to the 20. First down to the 17-yard line to Sully Whitford. Whitford open on the left-hand side, getting the pass away before getting hit was Bredlow, and that will be enough for a first down for Greenwood. Down to the 17-yard line, so a pickup of 14 yards on the play, the first completed pass of the day for Cooper Bredlow. So now knocking on the door, looking for a score that would give them the lead is Greenwood. Football now on the left-hand hash. Remaining in the pistol is Greenwood. 2 receivers on the right-hand side, 1 on the left. Hinker is the lone running back. There's the snap. Option to the right. Bredlow, he'll be hit. He spins. He's brought down. Nice job securing that tackle by Thomas Bates after a loss of a yard, maybe 2 yards on the play. Yep, a 2-yard loss. Good one-on-one tackle on that option to the right by Thomas Bates. Was expecting Bredlow to pitch it off to his running back Hinker, but he held on to it. Turned out to be a mistake. But now 2nd down and about a dozen for the Indians. Ball on the right-hand hash. Back to the line of scrimmage comes Cooper Bredlow and Greenwood. Remains in the pistol, about 4 yards behind the center. There's the snap. Fake handoff, looking to throw. It's a screen pass, left-hand side to Hinker. Hinker cuts it back to 20. Hinker is brought down at the 18. Cardinals cover that screen pass exceptionally well. Another tackle for Wolf, and it'll be 3rd down and long. So a little swing. That was only a gain of 1 yard on that completed pass. So 3rd down and about 11 yards to go for Greenwood. Receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Bredlow, hard count, and jumping into the neutral zone is the nose tackle, Knoll. That's one the coach won't like. You're right on the football. So that will mark off 5 yards for the Greenwood Indians, and they'll be 3rd down and a short 6 to the 12-yard line. Well, 13-yard line. Back at the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield this time for Greenwood. Bredlow starts the count, takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, has plenty of time, fires it over the middle. There's contact in the end zone, and flags are thrown. It looked like falling down was Sully Whitford. Also, the defensive back fell down. That was Nick Brenner, and the flags are thrown. Back judge coming over to talk to the referee, say what the penalty is. Will be on the defense or the offense. Looks like it's going to be marked off against the Cardinals. Still, referee looking for the information, still waiting for him to let us know what the call is. It is marked off to the 6-yard line. The referee has not signaled anything yet. The ball has been marked, and now he's going to talk to the linesman on the near side. Pass interference is the call on Newman Catholic. It will now be 1st down and goal to go for Greenwood at the Cardinal 6. 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-2 Newman with the lead, but Greenwood is on the drive. I formation, under center, Cooper Bredlow. Whitford is dotting the I. Fake handoff, roll Bredlow, still looking, has plenty of time, fires to the end zone, tipped, intercepted! Wolf got his fingers on it, grabbing the deflection with Brennan Shaughnessy for the Cardinals. So tipped by Wolf into the hands of Shaughnessy, and a huge turnover in the red zone. And there is a penalty, a chop block called on Greenwood, so the Cards will decline it and take the football. Boy, that is not a good decision by the quarterback, Bredlow, on a 1st and goal. Had plenty of time, but he threw it into good coverage on the right-hand side, and he pays for it. So the Cardinals will take over at their own 4-yard line, still leading 7-2 with 2:11 to go in the first quarter. Receivers to the left and to the right. This time in the gun, a yard into the end zone is Dylan Ackerman. Bates is lined up to his left. Ackerman takes the snap. Handoff, Bates, right-hand side. Finds a little room. A little hesitation up to the 5, up to the 10, and brought down on the right-hand side at the 10-yard line. Little hesitation, waiting for that block to develop and the hole to get open, and a good pickup on 1st down, 6 yards for Thomas Bates. 2 carries for 30 yards for Thomas Bates here in the early going. He ran for more than 1,700 yards a year ago, 1,757 to be exact. 2nd and 4 for the Cards at their own 10. This time, 2 running backs flanking the QB, Ackerman. Ackerman, hard count, takes the snap. Hand off again to Bates. This time kicks it to the left-hand side. Oh, big penetration, but somehow getting away from the first tackler and making something out of nothing is Thomas Bates. Gets to the 11 for a gain of 1. Boy, looked like initially that was going to be a loss of 2, maybe 3 yards, but Bates was able to slip off the first attempt to tackle and then pick up a yard. A little bit dark to our right here in Wausau. Some dark clouds moving, looks like, into the area, but right now, dry conditions. But now a third down for the Cardinals. Third down, 3 yards to go. Ball at the 11. Again, in the gun is Dylan Ackerman. Receivers left and right. 2 running backs flanking the QB. Pass to the right-hand side. Charlie McCarty has it up to the 18 for the first down. Quick pass to the right-hand side. Using the size of Charlie McCarty is Dylan Ackerman for the pickup of 7, and the sticks are moved. Second grab of the game for Charlie. He has 15 yards. And boy, what a game he had the last time he was on the gridiron. That state championship game last November. 20 catches in the game for Charlie McCarty in the championship game against Luck. 30 seconds in the quarter, 7-2 Newman. Cardinals back at the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 18. 3 receivers lined up to the right. Lone running back to the left of the quarterback, Ackerman. Ackerman, hard count. Takes the snap. Handoff. Thomas Bates, big opening up the middle, 20 to the 25. Drags tackler to the 30 and falls forward just beyond the 30-yard line. A 13-yard gain on what should be the final play of the first quarter. 4 carries, 48, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. 7-2 Newman. Be back in a minute. This is Cardinal Football on WXCO.
Leader in the hardwood molding industry. They're a proud supporter of the academic and community excellence demonstrated by the staff and students at Newman Catholic High School. Newman's mission is excellence in education in a Catholic environment and to enhance the personal and spiritual growth of their students to meet life's challenges. Mensner Hardwoods is a sponsor of Newman Catholic High School's athletic program. Go Cardinals, go!
Chad Holmes again from Newman Catholic High School. The Cardinals are moving from the shadow of their own goal line. A couple of first downs, and Newman now up to the 31-yard line in their own territory as we begin the second quarter. Cardinals with a 7-2 lead over the Greenwood Indians. A 19-yard touchdown pass from Dylan Ackerman to Jacob Piffner gave the Cardinals a 7-0 lead, and then a fumbled snap led to a safety as the Cardinals were inside their own yard line, fumbled a snap, picked up by the quarterback Ackerman, but he was down in the end zone for the score. So 7-2. Greenwood drove it inside the Cardinal 10, but then an interception took away that scoring opportunity for the Indians. 1st and 10 for the Cards at the 31. Football on the right-hand hash. Receiver to the left. In the gun is Dylan Ackerman. Takes the snap. Ackerman, inside handoff. Piffner, left-hand side. Piffner breaks the tackle, turns it upfield. Piffner falls forward back to near the line of scrimmage. But the Cardinals expected to be one of the top teams in the state here in 2020. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Empty backfield. Dylan Ackerman now motion to the left. Fake handoff. Ackerman takes it up the middle. Now kicks to the right. Little hesitation to the 35. Finds a seam to the 40. Ackerman drives his way to the 45-yard line. Good patient running for Ackerman. Picks up 14 yards and a first down. You like to see that where you're running or your runner, whether it's a running back or the quarterback, they're keeping an eye on the blocks. They're waiting for the blocks to develop. They're waiting for the holes to develop. The patience not to force it. That's what we saw that time from Dylan Ackerman. 6 carries for 44 yards now for Ackerman. Cardinals started this drive at their own 4, now up to the 45. First down and 10. Empty backfield again for the Cards. Handoff. Sweep to the right-hand side. Bates. Bates turns the corner 50, and now a flag is thrown, and that looks to be in the area of a hold as Bates was knocked out of bounds in Greenwood territory near the 45. Would be a 10-yard gain, but it looks like this one is coming back. Holding is the call on Newman Catholic. The flag came 3 yards downfield, so it'll be a first to the 38-yard line. 10 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the second quarter. 7-2, Newman with the lead. Cardinals have it. 40 is Nick Brenner. Will turn into a 2-yard gain. Might have been some room to run if that pass is a little bit higher, but Brenner had to go down to make the grab. First catch of the game for Nick Brenner. Now a second down and 15 for the Cardinals. Taking the snap again. Swing pass, left-hand side, Thomas Bates. Thomas to the 40, 45, cuts it back to the 50, to the 45, breaks a tackle to the 40, and brought down at the Greenwood 37-yard line. A 22-yard swing pass to Bates, and a first down again for the Cardinals. Boy, Bates, he looks bigger than he did last season. He is strong, he is fast, and he's going to be a handful for every opponent for the Cardinals this season. So the Cardinals still moving it. 58 yards on this drive already. To the 38-yard line in Greenwood territory. Ball on the right-hand hash. 2 receivers right. Again, in the gun. Dylan Ackerman. Low snap, picks it up. Ackerman up the middle. He plows through a first tackler, spins forward inside the 35 to the 33, and a flag is thrown at the point of the tackle. Boy, making some... make something happen out of nothing on the play was Ackerman. Hard running up the middle. It will be a face mask called on Greenwood. It was a 5-yard gain on the run. 5-yard pickup on the face mask, and that should be enough for a first down. Yep. Well, it was a low snap. Grabbing it quickly was Ackerman. He took it right up the middle. Got hit near the line of scrimmage. Was able to plow through one tackler, then fall forward to pick up 5 hard-earned yards. So now it is 1st and 10 for the Cards at the Greenwood 28-yard line. Ball on the right-hand hash. Jacob Piffner split to the left. Charlie McCarty to the right. 2 running backs flanking the quarterback. Ackerman in the gun. Ackerman starts the count. Hard count, and he forces the nose tackle to jump offside. And pounding the turf in frustration is the nose tackle, Austin Ruff, for Greenwood. Well, we saw it on the other side, and now we see it on this side. The hard count working, and that's 5 easy yards for the Cards. First down and 5 now from the 23. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Still 7-2, Newman with the lead. Again, McCarty to the right, Piffner to the left. Ackerman takes the snap. Keeper right up the middle, but he is met right at the line of scrimmage. Rogan and Travis came in and was able to wrap up Ackerman. It will be a gain of about 1 yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. So the Cardinals moving it methodically downfield on this drive. Taking a big chunk of this quarter off the clock as well. Ackerman, snap rolls to him, able to grab it as Ackerman swings it left-hand side, but tackled in the backfield is Thomas Bates. Well, the snap rolled to Ackerman, able to make a clean pick of it, but all over Bates on the left-hand side. And Bates actually holding his stomach as he walks back to the back to the huddle, and he is now leaning over in some discomfort. Back to the 25-yard line on that play, so it's now 3rd down. And about 7 yards to go, and the Cardinals will take timeout. Timeout, Newman Catholic. The second quarter, it's Newman Catholic 7 and Greenwood 2. Back in 30 seconds. This is Cardinal Football on Sports Fan 98.9.
Since 1980, Wassamine pride ourselves on still cooking the old-fashioned way, from scratch. Wassamine's menu is sure to please, and we stand by our promise of good food and drink at a fair price, and we're proud to be a long-standing part of our community. Experience it yourself. Visit the Wassamine Company on Stewart Avenue in Wassa today, enjoying the good times for over 30 years.
Our online broadcast stream of today's game is brought to you exclusively by PGA Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Excavating, your leading trained comfort specialist serving Wisconsin since 1994.
A drive that's taken roughly 5.5 minutes. Started at their own 4-yard line. The Cardinals now face a 3rd and 7 from the Greenwood 25-yard line. Empty backfield. Dylan Ackerman takes the snap. Ackerman looks right. He'll fire. He's got his man McCarty. McCarty turns it upfield, fighting for yardage, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Only about 3 yards on that pickup for McCarty, and that will leave the Cardinals in a 4th down. Close to 4 yards to go. A lot of short passes in the early going. 3 catches for McCarty, but only 18 yards gained. So now this drive, if it's to continue for the Cardinals, they need to earn 4 yards. They need to get to the 17-yard line. Close to 5 yards here for the Cardinals. Actually, it is 4 yards, but now 4 receivers set, empty backfield. 2 left, 2 right. Ackerman looking to throw, looking left. Now rolls to the left, still looking. Now he backs up, still looking. Throws it up for grabs, and it will be grabbed by Bates to the 10, Bates to the 5, and tackled at the 2. What a grab by Bates. It was just thrown up for grabs, but Bates fought for it and was able to grab it and then turn it upfield, nearly got to the end zone. A pickup of 19 yards, and now 1st down and goal to go. It was a play that looked like nothing was going for the Cardinals. Fading back was Ackerman. He was forced to throw it high into the air, but Bates just outfought the defender for that ball. So 1st and goal from the Greenwood 2 now for the Cards. Cardinals will stay in the shotgun. Thomas Bates lined up to the right of Dylan Ackerman. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Motion by Brenner from right to left. Ackerman takes the snap, and now flags are thrown. Boy, it's been a little bit of a sloppy first half. Lots of early movement, and that will cost the Cardinals 5 yards. We've seen it on both sides in this first half, and again, it's been a delayed start to the season, but still the same number of days of practice from the start of the practice season up to the first game. So, again, just a day where both sides are a little jumpy getting things underway. That will push the Cardinals back to the Greenwood 7. 6:08 to go in this second quarter. The Cardinals have had the football for the entirety of this period, plus a minute to end the first quarter, looking to extend a 7-2 lead. Again, in the gun is Ackerman. Backs right and left. Fake handoff. Option. Right-hand side. Trying to turn to the corner, to the 10, to the 5, and out of bounds is Nick Brenner. So Brenner was in the backfield with Bates. It was a fake handoff to Bates and then a quick option to the right. Brenner will be marked out at the 4-yard line, so a gain of 3 on the play. It's not been easy on this drive for the Cardinals. It's, again, a lot of short plays, but they've been able to keep the drives alive. The big thing is now finish the drive. We saw Greenwood in this position at the end of the first quarter near this very same spot, but they threw an interception. Were unable to get any points. Cardinals break the huddle. Football on the right-hand hash. Split far to the left is Jacob Piffner. In the slot on the left-hand side, Thomas Bates, Brenner, and McCarty to the right. Empty backfield. Dylan Ackerman starts the count. Motion to the right. Ackerman run to the left-hand side at the 5. Little hesitation. Turns the corner into the end zone for a touchdown. using some hesitation, patience, and getting to the end zone from 4 yards out is Dylan Ackerman, and the Cardinals take a 13-3 lead. A 96-yard touchdown drive for the Newman Cardinals. Charlie McCarty will come on to attempt the PAT for the Cards. Ackerman is the holder. Hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-2, Newman with the lead. 5:42 to go in the second quarter. Back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Newman football on Sports Fan 98.9.
When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side. If you put it 495258. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
And Chad Holmes again from Newman Catholic High School. A little bit of light rain starting to fall, but the Cardinals lead 14-2. Another quick kick rolls inside the 40 to the 35, and covered up right there is jumping on it was Xander Hinker for the Indians, and that's where Greenwood will begin first down 10. So a drive for the Cardinals that took more than 7 minutes off the clock, started at their own 4-yard line. No real big plays during that drive, but they were able to move the sticks when they needed to, and they ultimately get the touchdown on that 4-yard run by Dylan Ackerman. So now Cooper Bredlow will take his team back to the line of scrimmage. I formation, no receivers, tight set. Oh, early movement yet again, this time on Greenwood. We've seen some false starts and offsides a number of times in this first half. Cardinals next Friday night will be back in action. They will travel to Marion, take on Tigerton Marion. You'll hear that game live on WXCOFM.com, 7 o'clock kickoff. Sports 2 stream. Hand off to the deep man. Bouncing off one tackler, falling forward to the 34 is Sully Whitford. Close to the original line of scrimmage. There will be second down and 11 for the Indians. 4 carries for 20 yards for Sully Whitford. Again, I think both these teams are going to win lots of games in this conference. And now, a sideline warning on the Cardinals as Carl Thorpe is not happy with the linesman. And now Coach Paul Micklig is talking to him as well. So whatever was being said, the linesman did not like it. So now we're going to do it again. And actually the ball marked at the 35, so that was a 5-yard pickup on that last play. But the conversation continues. Second down and 10 now as both teams are ready to go, but the referee is still talking to the coach. Teams will stand and wait as Coach Micklig is talking to the referee after not being happy with the linesman. Now the linesman doesn't come in, be involved in this conversation as well. Boy, oh boy, this killing the momentum of the game right now for something rather silly, but that's in my opinion. Referees have to sometimes tune out a few things. But now ready to go again, second down and 10 from the 35. 5:12 to go in the first half, 14-2, Newman with the lead. Again, a tight formation. I formation under center is Bredlow. He takes the snap, just pushes forward. That's a odd play, but nevertheless, only 1 yard is like a 3rd and 1 play, not a 2nd and 10. We're seeing a number of different formations. And again, I'm not surprised for Greenwood. They're trying to find out what works well for them in 8-man football. Again, it's their first game in 8-man after moving from 11-man. They had lots of success last season, 6-4 overall. They were in the playoffs from the Cloverwood Conference last season before falling to Edgar in the postseason. But now 3rd down and about 9 yards to go for Greenwood. This time, receivers 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation for Cooper Bredlow. Running back is Hinker, lined up behind the QB. There's the snap, hand off to Hinker. Makes a cut, but good tackle by Brennan Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy, a one-on-one tackle. He doesn't bring down Hinker. He would have got close to the first down. Instead, it turns into only a 2-yard gain, and it's 4th down and 7. But a solid tackle by Brennan Shaughnessy on that Hinker run, and now 4th and 7. Should be a punt situation for Bredlow, who's also the punter, as well as the quarterback. Dylan Ackerman is back to return this punt. Here comes the kick. It's a short kick, angle to the right-hand side, and it will be out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Actually, they'll mark at the 46-yard line in Newman territory. A very short punt, only 17 yards on that kick. So the Cardinals will get good field position. Still 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first half. And Newman looking to extend a 14-2 lead. Dylan Ackerman getting the play from Coach Paul Mickling on the near sideline. Now jogs into the huddle. Cardinals taking their time. Now break and head to the line of scrimmage. Piffner along with Bates will line up on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, it's going to be McCarty on the far right and Brenner in the slots, looking to throw. Another little quick pass to the right-hand side, grabbed at the line of scrimmage so far as the tackling for Greenwood has been solid. Football back on the right-hand hash. Clock continues to tick. 3:08 to go, first half. The coverage for Greenwood has been good so far. That was another case where Dylan Ackerman did have time to look downfield, look over here for his receivers, had nowhere to go, and then he used his athletic ability to go down the near sideline to pick up 9 yards and move the sticks. So the Cardinals, again, looking to add to their lead late in the second quarter. First down from the 44-yard line. 44-yard line in Greenwood territory. Thomas Bates lined up to the left of his QB in the shotgun. Motion. Piffner to the left. There's the snap. Handoff. Thomas Bates, right-hand side, 45 to the 40. Bates to the 35. Bates is pushed out of bounds near the first down sticks at the 34-yard line. It will be right at the sticks at the 34 and a pickup of 10 yards, I think enough for a first down. And a timeout will be called by Greenwood. It is a 10-yard gain for Bates. 6 carries, 57 yards for Thomas Bates, and the clock is stopped with 2:45 to go in the second quarter, and the Cardinals lead in 14-2. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. This is Cardinal Football on Sports Fan 98.9.
For more than 60 years, Sun Printing has been Central Wisconsin's commercial printer of choice due to their commitment to quality, creative solutions, and dedicated service. Sun Printing's team offers you a wide spectrum of services. Whether you need offset, digital, large format, graphic design, or mailing, they print everything under the sun. No project is too big or too small. So give Sun Printing a call at 845-4911 or visit them online at sunprinting.com.
Chad Holmes again from Newman Catholic. Thanks to the Newman Catholic Friends of the Gridiron for their support in bringing a stream of this game that we're also adding the audio to. So again, for you folks watching on the YouTube stream from the Newman Catholic Friends of the Gridiron, glad you could be with us. And some early movement is pulling to the left from his right guard position was Wolf. And that will be another false start on the Cardinals, and they'll push them back. And actually, the run by Bates was marked just short of the first down. So it was a 9-yard gain for Thomas Bates. And it'll be second down and a long 5 for the Cardinal. Line of scrimmage, but good work up front again by Rogan Travis. Travis has been very tough up front for Greenwood in this first half. It will be a gain of 1 on the play for Thomas. And now the Cardinals face a 3rd down and 5. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Jogging back into the huddle is Ackerman. Cardinals would love to score here. Greenwood will be getting the to begin play in the second half. So try to make it a 3-score going into the, well, not really locker room. Charlie McCarty over the middle takes a strike from Ackerman for 32 yards and a first down. Well, that will lift up the average per catch for Charlie McCarty. His 5th grab of the game now for 52 yards. Good blocking up front as well for the Cardinals, giving Ackerman plenty of time to look downfield. Ackerman now with 111 yards passing on the game. He is 10 of 11 passing for 111 and a touchdown. Receiver to the right-hand side, McCarty. First down and goal for the Cards from the Greenwood 6. There's the snap. Handoff. Thomas Bates, left-hand side. Thomas into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. Found an opening off of left guard, and Bates strolled into the end zone for the 6-yard score, and the Cardinals take a 20-2 lead. Boy, that was executed exceptionally well by the Cards. The big play, that 3rd down conversion, the 32-yard strike from Ackerman to McCarty. And the Cardinals milk the clock nicely. Only a minute 1 to go in the half, as McCarty's extra point is good. 21-2 Newman. A minute 1 to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break and have the kickoff coming up next. This is Newman Football on Sports Fan 98.9.
The best boats in the business, the best selection, the best people. For 100 years, M&J Marine has set the standard for sales and service, and let them prove it with a new Lund boat powered by the quality and performance of a Mercury outboard. Take a trip through their massive showroom where there's a boat show every day. The best brands and Mercury go boldly only at M&J Marine. I-39 to exit 181 Mosinee. You'll notice the difference. M&J Marine.
21-2 Cardinals, a minute 1 to go in the second quarter. Charlie McCarty will kick it away. Another squib kick. It was off the fingertips of Hinker. Hinker will dive on it at the 32-yard line. Nice whip kick that time by Charlie McCarty. Bounced up high, went off the fingertips of Hinker. He had to go on it just before it rolled out of bounds. So 1st and 10 for Greenwood at their own 32. See what the Indians try to do with 58 seconds to go in the half. They'll come out with Weston Schmidt split to the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, Fletcher Bredlow. Cooper Bredlow in the pistol. It'll be a fake handoff. Bredlow left-hand side. He'll be met in a nice one-on-one tackle again by Jacob Piffner at the 36. Fake on the dive to Hinker, and then keeping it on the left-hand side was Bredlow. Really, again, just one player on that side of the field, and that was Piffner, to bring him down to take away potentially a big run for Cooper Bredlow. Bredlow, who had well over 700 yards last season, has only 6 yards on the ground so far. Handoff up the middle. Hinker, he'll dive forward beyond the 40 to the 41, about a yard short of the first down. So basically a fullback dive for Xander Hinker. It'll be 3rd and 1, and we'll get a whistle and a timeout called by Greenwood with 21 seconds to go in the first half. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. We'll remind you what to expect next week here on Sports Fan 98.9 on Hortonville. Hortonville, boy, they had a thriller last night up here. They scored on a last-second pass touchdown to win 42-38. Very good Hortonville team. Warriors at Hortonville, 6:40 for the pregame, 7 o'clock for the opening kickoff. Meantime, on our alternate streams at 7 o'clock on Friday night, Newman Catholic will be on the road at Marion Tigerton, and also Mosinee will be in action as well on our Sports 4 stream. So Newman Catholic on Sports 2, Mosinee on Sports 4 at WXCOFM.com next Friday night at 7 o'clock, while I'll have on the radio and on our live stream, Wausau West at Hortonville. So now 3rd down and 1 from the 41. Bredlow looking to pass. Straight back, has time. Bredlow now rolls to the right. You fire it. Has a man wide open. Schmitz, 35 to the 30. Schmitz cuts back 25 to the 20, and he is going to score. All the way into the end zone is Schmitz. A 59-yard touchdown with 8 seconds to go in the second quarter to make it low. And he found a wide open Weston Schmitz, and then was able to make one man miss at about the 20 and take it into the end zone for a score. Going for a 2-point conversion will be Greenwood, and now a whistle and another timeout called by Greenwood. Well, instead of a 3-score game, it's going to be, it looks as though a 2-score game going into the locker room at the end of the first half. So 59-yard score for Greenwood. Their first offensive touchdown, their previous 2 points, came on the safety midway through the first quarter. But Weston Schmitz on the right-hand side near the sideline. So once the quarterback, Bredlow, rolled to his right, somehow the defensive back who was on Schmitz got lost, and it was nobody within 15 yards of Schmitz on the right-hand side as he made the grab. And then he was able to use some good running ability to break the tackle and take it all the way to the house. So now the 2-point conversion to try to get Greenwood back to within 11 points before the end of the first half. Coming up at the first half break, we will take a look at the scoring of the first half, also look at the numbers as well, look at some of the scores from around the area from last night as well. I mentioned there were 2 games from the Central Wisconsin Conference 8 Eastern Division last night. We'll talk about that as well. But now, 2-point conversion attempt for Bredlow. Cooper Bredlow takes the snap. Fake handoff, option to the left, and he'll go into the end zone untouched for the score. 2-point conversion for Bredlow makes it with 8 seconds to go in the first half of play. We'll have the kickoff coming up in 30 seconds. This is Newman Football on Sports Fan 98.9.
Our online broadcast stream of today's game is brought to you exclusively by PGA Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Excavating, your leading trained comfort specialist serving Wisconsin since 1994.
Kickoff coming up now for the Greenwood Indians with 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. 21-10, Newman Catholic with the lead. 59-yard scoring pass from Bredlow to Schmitz, getting Greenwood back in this one. It'll be a kick straight out of bounds to the left-hand side. I'm not sure that was executed as well as they would like for Greenwood. It looked like it basically was kicked straight out of bounds, but nevertheless, we'll get an opportunity here with 8 seconds to go. Cardinals get the choice of whether to take the football or make them kick it again. Looks like Cardinals will take the football. And the Cardinals will get one more play before the end of the half. I'm don't think that Ackerman will have the arm to get it all the way to the end zone in this situation. Cardinals will need a defensive penalty or some sort of lateral type play here to try to get it to the end zone. Again, overcast skies, temperature in the 60s here today. Again, nice day for football. There's been some light rain. See some umbrellas on the far side. Got some fans beyond the fences to watch the game here this afternoon from Valiant Field at Newman Catholic High School. Again, last night in the CWC 8 East Division, it was Port Edward, who we saw last Saturday at the scrimmage against Newman, defeat Tigerton Marion 62-14. Also, Boulder Gresham beat Tri-County 52-8. Last night here on Sportsfan 98.9, Wausau West defeated Wausau East in the law game 48-3. So last night on Sportsfan 98.9, Mosinee defeated Lakeland by a score of 25-16. First and 10 from the 46-yard line for the Cardinals in their own territory. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw. A little swing pass. Tom Bates to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Bates cuts to the middle of the field, to the 35. Bates spins off a tackler, keeps the feet pumping, and now stopped at the 32-yard line. "22 yards on that final play of the first half. So the Cardinals will head to the intermission with a lead of 21-10 over Greenwood. We will take a break, come back, look at the numbers, look at the scoring, and more.
Customers alike. So when we have a sale, everyone can take advantage of the savings, not just a select group. Whether you're a new customer or you've been a customer since the dawn of cell phones, or if you're an accountant in Appleton, a chef in Shawano, a golfer in Greenville, a painter in Peshtigo, a lumberjack in Leona, or one of the youngest head coaches in professional football, charged with bringing a storied franchise back to the mountaintop. Right, Coach LaFleur?
Right, Sarah.
Unlike most of those big-time wireless carriers, with Cellcom, everyone gets the same rate offers on everything from the best new phones to unlimited data packages. Cellcom, clarity in a cloudy world. Everyone can get a guaranteed $200 when you trade in your current smartphone with a new smartphone purchase online or in-store. New agreement and data subscription required. Trade-in must be latest smartphone.